Okay, we've got sound now. That's probably a good thing. I don't know if they could hear you, but
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everybody. I'm here. This is Sean with Sam and Davey. How you guys doing?
Yeah, doing well, doing well. How are you?
I think I'm okay. Remember our point, though, right? When we got a point to you three mixed? Right there. So if they ever want to get any up and then... No, wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way, Sam. There you go. Okay, so if we're going to point at you three mixed... We're going to be keeping track of our social media streams tonight. So if you want anything put on there, Davey's got a couple little things that he does, and we're going to challenge you guys because it's fun to get videos from you as well that we can play. So yeah, we're going to ask for some youth remixed challenges tonight. But again, guys, my name's Sean, Sam, and Davey. So Sam, Davey, I don't know, guys. Like, have you guys been up to anything crazy at all in this quarantine time, or what's going on with you guys right now?
Sam?
Well, yeah, so last week I shared about my cleaning, been doing a little bit more of that, but I think the thing that's really taken my attention is working out what clothes are appropriate to wear at home and when you're working from home and on a call. So I don't know, Sean, if you want to...
Oh yeah, so
straight off the bat.
I think most people are familiar with the Don't Rush challenge. So you're trying to figure out how to get ready here? Yeah, just you got to give it.
Man.
Yeah, it looks good. I like the beard brush. That is a burly beard comb.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as a beard brush.
And just a cheeky pocket watch.
Just
well, as a gift from the wife, it's got to have.
Oh, you've got to have it then. You've got to have it then.
Engraved as well, you know.
Yeah, going back, is that better?
Yeah.
There he is.
And there we go. That's what I landed on. You know, it's a T-shirt from a stag do.
No, but you know, I think
that clearly had no liquid in. You know, see by the flick.
I think I nailed this one a little better though. So for again, when you're trying to get ready in 2020 in this time of the quarantine, like it's all about, to me, you don't got to dress up anymore because if you do, there's just no point. And so for mine, I'm just like, you know, you got to go the other way. You just got to really grunge it down.
I like it.
Binging the Netflix. I mean, that's it right there. That's me getting ready for work.
Wow.
I like it. It's looking good. Looking real good.
Yeah.
Well,
I did it as well.
On mine, you know,
yeah.
It got cut off, so.
Okay. So what was that, Davey?
I kind of nailed that one, actually. We didn't see my one.
Well, would you like your one?
My version of it was the best.
Well, I was waiting for you to introduce it. All right, we'll give you yours. Here you go.
Yeah, here you go. Well,
let's see what you got.
See, I even grew my hair.
I like how your hair grew out for the second one.
That is really special.
Yeah, that's really. I'm gonna keep that picture there because that picture is just awesome. I'm loving that picture.
As well, like what happened?
Oh my goodness, no! But so many people are just having a rough time with quarantine. I've been finding stuff that Henry Cavill is sitting at home painting Warhammer figures. I don't know if you knew he was a geek, but apparently Henry Cavill, Superman himself, is a big Warhammer geek. He's a geek like me. I'm a geek. Although, really, I guess Henry Cavill is not a geek like anybody because no geek I know is yoked like him. That boy is just stacked. Oh my gosh. I do love me some Henry Cavill, but yeah, everybody's trying to figure out things to do. I mean, people are getting really, really bored, like really bored. And it's come to this, like sitting in an office chair with a leaf blower and just spinning in circles. You know, like
amen. Whatever passes the time.
Yeah.
You
got to find those things, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, day one of quarantine, my kids didn't know what to do with themselves. That was day one. I mean, how many days are we in now? Is this like 3 weeks now? 4 weeks?
Yeah, we're in our 4th week now, right?
This
is not that anyone's counting. We've lost track of days, and no one knows where we are.
I have no idea what day of the week it is. Like when I wake up in the morning, unless it's Sunday and I've got to do the live stream for church, which I'm the one in charge of. That's the only day I know. The rest of the week, it's like, what's today? Is it? I mean, I have no clue. Like no concept of time right now.
Yeah, same.
Are you guys actually keeping schedules then? Is that something that's important that people should be doing? Like, what's your method for getting through this sane?
Good question.
Let's hear from you, Davey. See what you got.
Well, I guess so. I have a Zoom call with my with the staff team every morning at 9 o'clock. So that really helps kind of schedule my day. They tell me what day it is.
Well, that's good.
And I remember then, I have to do this for today, or it's Friday now, and I have things to do for Sunday, so that helps.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I guess as long as you, and that's the thing that people are saying. I mean, mental health is definitely on the decline in a time like this, where people's work has been stripped away and their livelihoods have been stripped away, and it's just trying to find that routine though, because when we completely lose any semblance of anything, you're just going to stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning and then sleep until 1 or 2, and your whole world is just shot. Like everything is just backwards and upside down, and so what people are saying, like mental health experts are saying, get a routine, you know, make sure you're still getting up at a certain time, make sure you're still planning to do things for you at different times throughout the day. And that does help with the overall kind of getting through this.
Definitely.
But
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I think
it's really important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I really think that we're missing a golden opportunity right now. We're missing an opportunity to prank our friends and our family members and those that we're locked inside with. There are so many golden things that we could be doing right now that we're not.
Sure.
There are just so many options of things. And I found this little compilation video, and let me know what you think of some of these, where people are just, they found those things to try. You know, I know this is an oldie, you know, the cereal bowl challenge. Why not give it a shot? You know, use someone else's mouth as a cereal bowl. There's nothing wrong with that.
Is there nothing wrong with that shit?
There's lots.
Yeah.
There's plenty. There's
a lot of like personal boundaries there.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with that. I mean, you can mess with your animals. If you got pets, you know, mess with your pets. That's always something to do. I mean, you can walk around your kitchen in cups. Is it those like to-go cups? Those little coffee cups? What are those things?
All right, this is my final attempt.
All right, and Davey, this is your challenge next week.
I reckon I could do this one. I've got a huge mouth.
So a big container of like a sports drink.
Yeah.
This is my mega jumbo straw.
With a kitchen roll tube.
Yeah,
Could you do? Look at But watch at the end. He's just
I
like,
do better than he does.
oh, he's gonna cry. I think he was gonna cry there.
Is he drinking?
He's not drinking.
I don't know. I think they just broke a window. That wasn't good.
We ignored that one.
Yeah, we ignored that one. Have you ever done this one where you take an empty water bottle and then twist it tight and then flip the top off so it pops off? Never tried that one? It's not so much of a challenge, but this right here, this is what you gotta do to your friends. Or I guess your brother or your sister. Here, pop these. No. I mean, even just like the saran wrap across a doorway and then have somebody come running into it. You know, like what's wrong with that? Like, hey, you gotta come fast, fast, fast. Wham! And they just slam that cling film across the door. Like, I don't know. We're missing golden opportunities, that's all I'm saying.
Well, Sean, you've got the best opportunity for this because you got the two kids who are the right age for that.
Yes.
I don't think that Sam and I could do that. I mean, our kids are a little too young.
Yeah, but you have
However-
wives. You have wives, though. You know?
Yes, and they will hate us.
Yeah. And the whole like
Again-
being locked in thing. I'm sure we
Yeah.
explored this last
It's
week.
a long lock-in if you
We
screw it
did
up.
talk about it, but again, you guys are earlier in your marriages. There's a lot more forgiveness at the stage of your marriages that you guys are in, so it's fine. You guys are totally
do you?
fine.
Okay.
You guys are totally fine. No, I know you guys had mentioned like that peanut butter challenge, and I thought of trying it, but it just seemed like a bit much. And maybe I'll do it. My kids can't hear me right now. Actually, they're watching. They can't hear me, so never mind. Where you're sitting on the toilet and you cover your hands in peanut butter and shout for your kids to come running that you need toilet paper fast, and when they come in, like you grab them by the arm and go, I don't know what happened, and freak out and then see what happens. But I just thought that was a bit much. You guys mentioned
Nah,
that.
man,
It's I don't know.
Yeah.
Are there any boundaries that are sacred anymore then, or do we just stomp on all of them?
Well, I think for you, you've earned the right to mess with your kids because you let them be old enough.
I've
So,
let
you
them
know,
be old enough. Well, I haven't killed them yet, so that's true. Like they're
You
not.
haven't killed them
They're
yet.
still alive. They're breathing. That's good.
To age.
You have. So my mum used to do this thing to me where she would try and embarrass me publicly when we were in supermarkets. And when I was about 16, I realised I could do it back to her.
Ah.
So it only lasts for a little bit of time.
Wait, it took
So I
you till
did
you
that
were
for about 4 or 5
16?
years. Yeah, I was a bit of a shy kid, surprisingly.
Okay. And now you're it
And
changes.
now look at me.
Now look at you. That's awesome. No, but people are again finding super random ways to pass time. I don't know if this is gonna ruin many of your childhood cartoon, friends here. Like that's classic though. I don't know. I mean, first off, they had a poll in their house, though. First off, so that was already there. So that kind of concerns me a little bit. Lot of questions need to be asked with that one. No, but there's one thing that I did want to show people right now that's a bit more serious, is that we are going through a really weird, not normal, to me seems very surreal time. And there's some resources out there. There's this group that runs a site called chatnow.org. And they offer 24/7 live chat support. And they just started another page called coronavirussupport.uk. Now, it's for the UK, but you can really access this thing anywhere. And it just really, like you can see from that screenshot there, medical help, general hope, and live chat. 24/7 live chat. They've got a great app as well. They call it Meet J. Now, this is a faith-based organization. So in the Meet J app, there's just little excerpts of scripture, I think from the Gospel of Mark, as well as the ability to chat live, and then just find videos and more stuff that just gives a little bit of light right now when, again, times are very uncertain. Times can feel very dark. Whenever I look at my social media feed or news feeds, all it's filled with is just like the world is ending. That's all I see. And now coronavirus just mutated. We might never have a vaccine. And it's just all this stuff that is freaking me out. But you know what? The world's still going on, and there's people that still care. And if you want someone to talk to, this is a great resource by actually an organization that I work with called Counties. They put the chat.org out there and now have this coronavirus support. So just two really awesome resources that if you just need to talk to someone at any point and it's completely anonymous, you know, you can go through this, and it's a good way to just get someone that really is there because they care. And that's and also have some good stuff. So yeah, there you go. That's just that's my thing, because I don't know. We all need that mental health tune-up sometimes, and I know it's hard. I know mine has declined in ways at times, and I've really got to. Oh, that's that. You know, so it is important to make sure we're staying on top of that. But
Yeah.
And I think stuff like this, Sean, is so important, isn't it? You know, to make sure that there's opportunities for us to connect and to chat about what's really going on. And, you know, some of us might not have people at home that we can chat about these things too, or have a serious conversation.
absolutely.
How we feel.
Yeah.
So that, you know, something like this is really important. So really worth checking out. Make sure you check that out.
Again, that's chatnow.org or coronavirussupport.uk are the two with that.
What I love about that, Sean, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is it's really great because it is anonymous. So if you don't feel like you're comfortable talking to your parents or even your youth leaders or, you know, an adult or your friends even, might even be hard, this is someone who will just listen and will give you advice and help you and give you a bit of hope. And you never have to speak to them again. You can be real with them. You can tell them the absolute truth. You don't have to like try and be like, oh, they're going to know this about me later. Actually, it won't matter at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that.
That's what I like about that. And what I like about this right here, what we're doing kind of this evening, early evening, is that we're just getting together. We're a couple, just 3 youth workers. We've actually got Joe as well, who submitted a video that we'll play later, who's a youth leader in Colchester. But we're just here to connect, hopefully in some small way, and just again, have some fun, not to make light at all of anything that's going on, but just connect and show you that, you know what, the world is still going on. We're here to have some fun. And we have this awesome hashtag right here, which is a Youth Remixed. And if you want to include a video, we'd love to see your guys' Don't Rush challenge. You've seen Davey's, you've seen mine, you've seen Sam's. I still want to see some more handstand challenges. You know, I want to see some more people try to rock that handstand challenge, which I think is what Joe tries. Should we show Joe? Because Joe tries to do this. So let's see how Joe does, and then we'll come back to that. Joe makes this really intense, though. Putting on his shirt while doing a handstand challenge. He's got dramatic music, though. I like it.
I like the
He just broke his phone.
Come on, Joe. Come on. You can do this. Come on, Joe. You can do
Hey, you're
this.
supposed to be actually training Joe. Come on, you don't just sit and watch Joe Wick.
That's the next exercise. Five, 6, 7, 8. sad day.
Now, did anybody mention to Joe that you're supposed to use a wall on the? I need to turn him down because he's loud. Yeah. So, did anybody mention to Joe that you're supposed to use a wall on the handstand put on a shirt challenge?
No.
Okay.
But there was a gymnast who did it without a wall.
Really?
So maybe he took inspiration from there. I thought he could.
Yeah, actually pull it off. I'm sorry, Joe. That
luck
was,
next time, Joe.
yeah.
We're rooting for you, man.
They showed there was some Olympic female gymnasts that did the whole taking off their workout. You know, they have like the workout shorts on, but they have the workout, the over trousers on, and did a handstand, proper handstand, and was able to take off her workout trousers, and she still had the workout shorts on, but with her feet and her legs, and was able to get it off. And
it's so ridiculous and just obscene that anyone can do that.
yeah. I have if I hold a proper handstand for 10 seconds, I'm ecstatic because 10 seconds that's an insane amount of time to me doing a handstand.
Hey, 2 seconds for me. I haven't done a handstand for years.
Okay, maybe that's a challenge for next time.
Yeah, we saw the video. We saw the video.
Unaided.
An unaided handstand, putting the t-shirt on. See, I tried
Maybe
to.
I'll put a t-shirt on, but you know. We
got to make it fun. There's got to be some perilous thing happening. We just can't do a handstand. No. You got to have like if you fall, there's like alligators around you or something that's gonna happen.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I've got some in my flat actually.
Alligators?
Testing for isolation. Yeah,
Oh,
just in case.
Oh, cool.
Just in case. All right, so I got to show you. I got 2 videos here, and I want you guys to not laugh. Here's some don't laugh videos. Try not to laugh. Are you guys ready? Can you do this? All right.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see if you can try it at home, guys. If you can, while you're watching this, see if you can not laugh. And I don't think you can because, well, maybe you can. Maybe you got a stone face. Let's try it. Oh, hold on. I got to go back here because you need sound on that one. I don't think I had the sound turned on.
I feel like
I know.
I just feel the pressure. I feel like I'm gonna laugh. I want to laugh now.
You want to laugh now? Why isn't?
No, you feel like you've got to get it out of your system.
Nah, man, just don't laugh. It'll be fine.
All right, I think I'll need to turn it on just really quick here. Turn off studio mode. Let's go to it. Hoverboard fail.
I'm ready.
You're ready? Okay. First off, how is he not falling off? I've never seen someone that's so out of control on a hoverboard, like make it this long on the hoverboard. You guys are savages. You guys are just savages. All right, you both have little kids now, so maybe this one will get you. Maybe this one will get you. Hold on.
Sophia?
Dad?
Did you take my phone?
No.
It's just that savage laugh at the end from the baby. All right, I'm gonna crack up, man. That's what I gotta watch that one again. Hold on. The baby with like this savage laugh at the end. Hold on.
It's the laugh at the end, man. That's all it is. Like, the rest of it is fine.
Well, I know. It's like she knows she's in trouble, but she's not even upset about it.
Sophia?
Dad?
Did you take my phone?
No.
Also, just the great.
Straight up gangster laugh at the end. Like, what? You want this, mama?
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, dear.
You guys are savages.
Oh, man. I couldn't get through that one, though.
I know. I like that one.
The first video is funny, but like you say, I've never seen someone be so out of control, but so balanced at the same time.
And that was a young kid too. That kid was less than a year old, running, talking, like, and has already got that mischievous spirit. You know, that like I don't give a spirit, which is which all babies develop at some point. That one just got it early.
Yeah.
Got it really early. So now, how old are you? You guys got babies, right? So how old are your kids?
Well, Kate turns 1 on Monday, actually.
Okay.
Wow, awesome.
That year goes
Kept her
fast.
alive for a year.
Well, that's
Rock on, man.
That's pretty much how I feel whenever I babysit. All that matters is you return the baby alive. That's it. You know, it doesn't matter how you do it, how much sugar or sweets or candy you give them in the process, as long as you return them alive. That's all that matters.
All right.
With every
Scrubbing you off
limb
that
and
list.
Yeah. with every digit and limb there. I mean, a couple bumps and scrapes, you know. We've returned kids with bruises and goose eggs before, but you know, it's just boys having fun,
What are you
right?
gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And it depends how old they are, right? You know.
Well, I guess if they're like a baby with like bruises all over their face, that's a problem.
that's pretty bad.
But when they're running around on their own, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
No, and
Yes. So my little one's 10 months, just turned 10 months, and it's just started walking, which is awesome. But with a walker though. So,
Okay.
You know, that's made life really interesting.
Yeah, my daughter started climbing before she was really walking, and I remember she was right about 9 months old, and I had put an A-frame ladder up that went up into our loft, so like a 10-foot A-frame ladder, just to put up in our loft space, attic space. And I sat down because I was tired, and then I hear this like giggling, and I look over, and my daughter is at the top of this 10-foot A-frame ladder at 9 months old. And I freak out and jump up and grab her and just get her off of there because I didn't think that was a hazard at that point. But then I wanted to watch her do it again, so I put her at the bottom and then watched how she. I was there the second time making sure, but still, I'm just like, holy cow, how did she do that? And it was it was amazing. I was kind of more proud as a father. Like, look at my daughter go climbing this thing at 9 months old.
It's pretty legit, man.
But still very scary. Like when you're sitting on a couch and you having to look up to your 9-month-old, you know, and she's up there and there's nothing around her and there's tile straight underneath her. So, a bit terrifying is. So what's the most, have you had any of those close calls where like baby fell off a bed or almost downstairs yet? Or have you guys avoided all of those like heart stopping moments to this point?
I have not been on duty when Kate has done anything, but I have seen the results.
Ooh.
So she fell off the bed. So she's crawling, she's walking, she's doing all that stuff, and I was in this room, which is our lounge, and my wife was in the bedroom with Kate, and I heard this doof, and then these feet just going running through, coming to see me, and Kate had fallen off the bed and had this huge scratch on the back of her head because she had hit our radiator on the way down, so she just missed like the edge of the bed and just cracked her head. Bro, that was quite scary. She's absolutely fine. Like, within half an hour, she's giggling and wandering around again. But still, you're just like, oh, what?
I know a really bad was my brother with his first little boy. They picked up the carrier, the baby carrier, and I think probably less than a year old, maybe like, again, 10, 11 months, somewhere around there. And he wasn't strapped in. So when they picked him up, something happened where he just took like a header right out of it and straight to the floor, broke his arm, like, but just those moments where like, as a parent, your heart is just stopped, like completely, like, although I have to say that when my daughter pushed my son headlong, we have a concrete, like rock fireplace in the States that was raised a couple feet off the floor. Right, split his forehead wide open, blood pouring down. Me as a dad, the first thing I want to do is take a picture, you know? So I put him on the counter, gave him an ice lolly, and I said, all right, smile, you know, and took a picture, and he's just like this bloody mess because, you know, head wounds. I mean, I first made sure it wasn't anything bad. Just you know, it sliced the skin was all that it did. But I just want him to see a picture of himself later on that he was this, you know, gory, bloody. Is that proper? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Would that be your first reaction, taking a picture of your bloody child?
Again, I think it depends on that age, right?
he was like 2 at that point. He was 2. Again, he just fell down. But again, before I went in the room, you know that sickling sound that a head makes when it hits something solid, that hollow egg crack kind of sound. Yeah, I heard that first and then I hear like my daughter kind of freak out. She's like 3 at the time. And then I go in there and he just runs toward me and I see like that slit on his forehead. It's not bleeding yet. And then it just started pouring blood. And yeah, but again, it was just I'm a terrible dad. I know. I'm sorry. I'm horrible. Let's do a video. So we'll get off me being a dad. Now, this one again, speaking of siblings, if you are a younger sibling and your older sibling ever tells you to hold this or balance this there or put it in some spot where they can hit it off you, the correct answer to that is no. Never, ever, ever do that. Now, I was asked by my older brother, but I had the proper response. Not just no, but no. That was never going to happen to me. But some people just haven't learned that yet. And therein is usually the result of what happens to somebody. She wasn't even close. Like this kick, like it was straight
not
to
really
the teeth.
trying, is
No, she just wanted to kick her sister in the face. Really is all that was right there because she didn't even get close. And that just reminded me of one of my favorite TV shows. And if you like Jack Black, yo.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Jeff? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's a little nosebleed. I get them when it's dry and when my face gets kicked.
Just a little nosebleed. I get them when it's dry and when my face gets kicked.
I like that.
Oh, I see.
So I had a bad experience of this. It wasn't with a sibling, but a friend of mine was genuinely black belt karate. You know when you're back in school and people big up that they're black belt in karate and you don't want to mess with them? Well, he actually was. And he was like, do you trust me? You know, it's a discipline.
Do you trust me?
And I was like, you know what? You're one of my close friends. I trust you.
Wait, so how long ago was this? How many years?
So maybe 12 years ago, something like that. How old am I now?
Oh, this is going way back. Okay.
Yeah. So this is back. We were in college, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, because you're old now, aren't you?
Excuse me. I'm sub 30. Thank you. You know.
All right, go ahead.
Just, but sub 30. Anyway, that's the story. So I thought, I trust him. It's a discipline. All right. So he will know when to stop his foot. So he goes for a roundhouse kick. And first time he stops, and it's quite far from my face. He's just gauging distance.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. He's like, do you trust me? I'll stop like right by your cheek. I was like, yeah, cool. My gosh, I felt my jaw across my face. Oh, he hit me so hard.
Did he just drop you? I mean, did you go straight down?
I did go down.
Well, you didn't take it like a man?
Down.
You didn't take it like a man? Just stay like how?
That was
Like...
me taking it like a man.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, like not screaming like a little girl and crying? Was that...
See, it was weird because it was actually after church,
Okay.
which was awkward, and so people were around and were like, this bad thing's happened, a fight's about to break out. So I managed to
Pastor
hold back
just
the
done a
tears.
thing on like turn your other cheek. And then...
Yeah. Well, that's I stood up instantly and was like, and this side. No, but that was my jaw wasn't right for a few days. That was a bad one.
Oh, that is pretty brutal. Wow, Davey, any of those dumb things that you ever did?
No, not really.
Dude, you're a Kiwi. Come on, over like in New Zealand and Australia, you guys like wrestle alligators for fun. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we did stupid stuff, but I never got hurt.
Okay.
Like we spent like an afternoon rafting down a river that was way too high, like grade, on like inner tubes and stuff.
Just like the little rings, like the
really
donuts, like just.
Yeah. And I got trapped under a tree at one point.
Class 5 rapids.
Falling across the water.
Oh, jeez.
And I almost drowned, kind of a little,
That's just boys being boys.
Yeah, it was fine.
That's great. Oh, and on the whole topic of Davey doing silly things, Davey, you actually tried to perform a challenge this last week, didn't you?
Yeah, so I thought, we're doing this thing where everyone's going to be doing challenges every week, and I thought I would take on the challenge of learning and performing one of the dances that is kind of sweeping the globe at the moment, which is the Renegade dance from TikTok. I have no idea if the tutorial that I watched is the real one, because the real one is so fast, and that I was just like, I can't see that. So I watched this tutorial. I think I've learned it, but it was a real mess. I think we've got a video of me.
We do, and I wish I had more time because I was going to sync up somebody doing it properly right next to yours in the same time, and that would have been fun. But we still get you. Here's some bloopers and outtakes before, and I think you lead up to doing it properly, don't you?
Yeah, I do more or less get it.
More or less.
Right,
let's
just take one.
Let's see what happens here.
I'm not sure this is going to go well. Ready?
So is it the tutorial that you're watching here then? You're kind of.
I've learned it at this point. Or so I think.
Oh, I can't remember what the next bit is. It's stop.
I love the face. I love the face.
Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on the tongue.
Oh, God.
horrible.
Okay, you can do this. You can do this, Davey. I like how you show kind of like the in-between practices
Face.
too.
Yeah.
You should have seen the
Breathe.
stuff I cut out.
Breathe.
Okay, so how many hours was this initial video before you
What do I do
edited
after
it
that
down?
bit? What's the next
This
bit?
video was only about 8 or 9
All
minutes
right,
long,
this is like take 6 now.
but I'd done like 2 or 3 hours of practice. So.
Body roll into finger guns. Body roll into finger guns. All right, try again.
Classic movie. Come on.
So embarrassing.
Oh, damn, sweet. Ah, I'm so close. I'm so. Okay, I got this.
So did you have like some mnemonic devices for
Okay,
remembering the
I got
moves?
this. Come on.
No, the one I watched, they just split into 3 parts. So
Ah,
I think this next one is the one where I actually get it.
this is really hard. Try again.
Nope.
No, no.
Yes! I did it!
Celebrated so
Did it.
hard, man.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
You gonna give us a good one here?
Hey.
Well, I don't even know if it was good, to be honest.
You just
I
wanted to
think
get one more.
I just wanted to prove to myself that it wasn't a one-hit wonder.
So does this mean you could pull it out right now? Is that what this means? Is that you could actually pull this out and do it live?
No.
I
I
think
could get about halfway through, and then there's one move that I always forget. And then I just stand there and go, what?
no, I think you could, Davey. I mean, Sam, you'd want to see him try it right now, right?
I definitely want to see it happen.
All right.
Want to
I
see it
mean,
happen.
Do you have your music?
I feel like we should have some response from our socials before I do it. Maybe if enough people comment on the live stream on YouTube that they want to see me do it, I'll do it at the end.
All right. I need one comment. All right.
One!
I need one comment for those watching from home.
I'll comment right now.
No, we need one comment from those watching. And then we will get Davey doing a live Renegade attempt. That means you got to... Oh, right there. I think you should do it. Bam. All right.
No.
You got to do it now.
That's it. The people have
The
spoken.
people have spoken. Oh, wait, there's 2. All right. Okay, he said 4, so let's get 2 more then. That's it. You're done. Got to do it now. Pull up your music.
Well, no, I'll do it at the end. I'll do it at the end.
You'll do it. Okay, so you can. Yeah, they're all. They're coming in now.
No one leaves before.
All right, he'll do it in the end. What are we at now? Yeah, you'll do it in the end. Okay, I'll give you that.
All right.
Do I have anything else I can go to? There's no more.
I do wonder. So, say like with these dances, where do they come from?
People just make them up. It was like the Orange Justice, there was that one kid in his home that sent it into Fortnite, and that became the emote, and the kids are doing it now. It's just one person does it, and then it just catches fire, and everybody tries it as well. And it must have been one TikTok video that somebody else saw, that somebody famous saw, and then once that famous person does it, then it's just gone.
Dude, you should see the original. So that's actually, I'm not even using the original track.
Okay.
It's so fast, and she does so much more than I do. It is crazy good. I have so much respect for TikTok dancers now. Before I was like, meh, it's fine, whatever. But now it's like, oh man, that's legit.
Okay. Well, if you
Someone's just commented, Charlie D'Amelio started most of it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
See, it's good to know. And if you want to send us right here, we have this Youth Remixed hashtag. If you want to send us your Renegade and you think you can do better than Davey, please send it into that. We'll try to get it on here next week. I think there'll be a whole lot of fun to see if you're. And we'll do a side by side. If you can get it into me this week, we'll do a side by side of you trying Renegade next to Davey. We can see who does it best. I think I already know the answer. But good job, Davey. Good job. So thank you.
I thought I did a good job.
No, you did. Okay, so
You did really well, man.
so you did
Thanks,
Renegade.
Martin, as well.
Yeah,
I think you guys need to do
that's the thing. You get to challenge us. We challenged you to Renegade, so you get to challenge us to do something for next week.
Well, I need some help in the comments because I'm not a TikToker. So I need someone who's going to find one that is sort of achievable for me. I know that Drake's done a whole song which is based off like TikTok dancing.
Okay.
So that could be an option. I think that's my go-to option. What do you think?
All right. We'll wait for responses on that. That's
Yeah,
true.
let's
So
see what
Sam and
people
I.
say.
Now, Sam also last week, Davey and I, since we lost the TP challenge, Davey and I had to eat something horrible. I drank a shot of a hot dog brine, which was literally like if salt was in liquid form, that's what it tasted like. A whole ounce of that. It was horrible. And Davey, what did you have? You had wasabi peas.
I had a handful of wasabi peanuts
that you just held in your mouth for a while.
It was horrible.
Yeah. And so now,
Yeah, it was
Sam,
rough to watch.
you lost the handstand challenge, though, so there still should have been some retribution to you.
I did.
So do you have something that you were going to eat for us to make us feel good? Here we go, Sam. You got the screen to yourself.
So a couple of choices, but this is the one that I've gone with. This is West Indian original hot pepper sauce.
Wait, that stuff is sweet. I have that in my fridge right now.
It's sweet. Let me explain something. It may be sweet, but it's hot. And when it comes to heat, lemon and herb at Nando's is too much for me. Okay, so just to give you guys, a bit of context there. So
You're in trouble.
I'm just gonna gun a lot of this.
Is it gonna be a good chug? Is that what's happening here?
Well, I don't know. My wife likes heat, so she probably wants to use this afterwards.
Well, then just spit
So
it
I might
back.
chug.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, spit it back in.
Just spit it back
Yeah,
in.
fine.
Spit it back in. Spit it back in.
Yeah, of course.
Now you gotta
Well,
hold it in your mouth, though. You can't just be a quick
I'm gonna hold
swallow.
it. Yeah, I'm not gonna swallow. Sorry, we're going for a tablespoon. Maybe I didn't spill any on the carpet.
I don't think that's
And
actually a
if it's not-
proper tablespoon.
Huh?
See, a
That's
dessert spoon isn't a
tablespoon.
proper tablespoon.
What
Uh,
are you talking about? What are you talking about?
All right.
Oh,
Now, if it was
just maybe
Tabasco
you-
sauce, I'd feel
Let him have it.
okay about this. But just
I will go and
sweet
get some hot sauce
chili
right
sauce,
now.
though, it's like sweet chili sauce. What is that?
Well, okay, well, if this isn't hot, I'll find someone else. So you'll have to excuse me whilst I
All
go
right,
find
all
someone
right.
else.
Go ahead.
Alright?
Go ahead.
All right, cool.
See, it's sweet. It's just tasty. You want that on a salad. All right. He made a face.
Oh, man. That's pretty good.
No, yeah, I like that. That's all right.
I feel like justice has been served. I think we've done all right.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Still. I have that stuff in my fridge. It's not that hot.
It's not that you you want that on the salad.
Dip my chicken in that. Man, it goes on everything. Yeah.
I mean, look at my face. What's it done to my face?
All right, we'll give your face a little reprieve. I think, Davey, you had something. We've all got just little things. While we're doing fun stuff, we still want to encourage you as well. And I love what Davey had to say last week about finding ways to coexist because we are all locked in a house together. And Davey had some great stuff on that. So I think he's going to follow that up with even better advice this week.
Oh, let's hope so.
All right.
Well, I think this week I wanted to just talk about being creative and how we've got a lot of time on our hands at the moment to do stuff, right? So I guess a lot of you are finding that your work from school, college, whatever it is you're doing, isn't filling up all your time like it would be if you were there for 6 hours. Like maybe you've worked out a way of having a routine, getting real focus, doing what you have to do straight away, getting out of bed, going and doing it, or maybe you're choosing to do it late at night, and that's really cool. Whatever works for you, right? But you've got a bit of spare time, right? And you've probably got time where you're going to be on your own, and you might really want to use that time to try something new or to start a project, something like that. And what I want to encourage you with is that creativity is actually something that is really special. And trying to be creative and working towards building your skills for that sort of thing is really, really awesome. And this is such a good time for you to actually spend time just pushing yourself towards the creative arts. So things like drawing, painting, poetry, writing songs, even just journaling, writing stories, things like that. There's such a good time building stuff as well. If you've got like Lego or if you're into that sort of thing.
Lego.
Yeah, there you go. Lego. So I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about how we can be using this time and doing stuff like that. And I was reminded of this story in the book of Exodus in the Bible, where they create this amazing ark of the covenant to hold the two stone tablets. You know the story of Moses going up the mountain, comes back with the 10 Commandments. And what they do is they get basically best craftsmen in the world to come and build the Ark of the Covenant. And it says in Exodus 31 that the Spirit of God kind of inhabits these creative people, which I think is amazing. So it's kind of like when you put your mind to it and you start to be creative, God inhabits you and he gives you that kind of spark. And I think that's what I want to encourage you with this week, is to use the spark of creativity, commune with God, like pray before you do it, or be like, God, I don't know what you want to say, but I'm going to start doing something, and hopefully we chat. Because actually, when you're doing something else, or at least I find when I'm doing something else, I hear from God better. Like if I'm sitting there going, I really want to hear from God, I really want to hear from God, I really want to hear from God, it just doesn't happen. But if I'm doing something else, like I'm going out for a walk, or I'm writing stuff down, or I'm drawing something, or I'm just typing up really boring stuff, or I'm playing my guitar absent-mindedly, sometimes it feels like God talks to me better because I'm a little distracted, but not completely distracted, and I can actually just let his voice filter in. So that's what I want to encourage you with this week, is be creative, take on some challenges, take on some projects, and try and commune with God. Try and chat to him while you're doing it. Be like, God, what are you saying at the moment? Yeah, I think that's
No, it's really cool, man. Maybe we'll even put a challenge out for some creativity. If you want to send us a picture to this youth remixed of what you've been creative with these last weeks. I know right over there, youth remixed. Send it there. I know my kids have been building Lego towers. They had a competition who could build like the highest tower with each other, and then who could build the coolest. And my daughter built like this castle. My son built like a space base. It was kind of hard because they're cool in different ways, but when we're trying to be the judges of that, but they're having a great time, like just trying to do different things. Now, not all the time because they fight a lot too, but at the times where they are getting along, it's good. But if you want to send some of your stuff in again, right there, Youth Remix, we'd love to see some of the ways you've been creative, or are going to be creative in this next week, since Davey is now put forth that edict that you must be creative. And we'd love to see it. We'd love to share it. Youth Remixed. Now I'm looking at these 3 pictures. This is totally off point. I want to find ways that I can like throw a peanut towards Davey's camera and then have like his wife throw a peanut from the same direction and have it like look like it's going right in that. And same with you, Sam. I'll just like drop it straight down and then it gets dropped.
Like pass you something. Be like, hey, Sean, do you need this?
Exactly. Okay. So we're giving away what we're going to do next week because that to me sounds fun. Hey, can I have a glass of water, Davey? Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, no, wrong way. Okay, it'd be over.
Oh, yeah, that'd be so
over there and just kind of pull it up.
Coming up.
Coming up. All right, there we go. Over here. There we go. Yeah. All right. That's good. How about you, Sam? Anything that you want to encourage people with right now?
Well, I was just trying to get that heat off of my mouth. Oh, man, I was struggling.
Would you like me to go first then if you're still struggling with heat?
No, that's all right. I'm going to power through.
All right.
I was just thinking, like this Easter's just been, and I think this time for me was the first time I've really thought about Easter in a different way. Normally for me, I jump straight to the end. I'm like, that's so cool. Jesus died. He came back. That's amazing. And I realized that means that for me, I can have a friendship with God. How amazing is that? I've never really thought about what it might mean for his friends at the time, that they had so many hopes, and who Jesus was, what he was going to do. They thought he was going to lead the Jewish people to freedom, kick out the Romans who were ruling over them. They thought like he was going to be this new king, but then they see him pinned on a cross, and that's it. It looks like the end. He's buried. Saturday, they must have just been in bits, in pieces, kind of like we are at the moment in lockdown, not really knowing what to do with their time, thinking this is the end. There's nothing beyond this, like Sean was saying in his social media feeds. It looks like it's all doom and gloom. And then Sunday comes, and there's just this amazing moment where the tomb is empty, but then it's still filled with this like, but is it? What does this really mean? Is there something else going on here? And I was just thinking, what an amazing story to know in hindsight, that Jesus rises from the dead, and that we don't have to sit through that grief that his friends sat through. And I just think about hindsight, how that helps give us perspective and hope. So for me at this time in lockdown, lots of people are saying, you know, they're putting straw polls up. We're going to be here till May. We're going to be here till June. Whereas schools won't go back till this point. And it seems like, oh, we're stuck in this place. It feels like there's no hope. There's nothing going forwards. But what we learn from the Easter story is that this time will come to an end. Like that there's an end to this, and that we can come through it with hope. And so I think for me is to ask the question on a day-by-day basis, can I cope with today? And the answer is yes. When I think of myself, can I cope with lockdown for months or weeks? No. But can I do it today? Yeah, I can do it today. And so tomorrow when I ask myself again, can I do it today? Yeah, I can do it today. And so I think for me, it was just thinking about the bigger picture and trying to get outside of the things that we're going to see on our media feeds and what we're going to see in the news. And I was just led to this small bit in the Bible. And this is, I don't know where you're at, you guys at home watching, but I want to pray this over everyone who's watching. So I pray that the God of hope will fill you all with joy and peace and help you to trust in him so that you'll overflow with hope yourself. And that's it. So keep focused, keep asking on a daily basis, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. See the bigger picture, and I hope that God fills you with his hope.
That's awesome, man. No, thank you, though. Thank you, Sam, a lot for that. And I'll just finish then with a really quick verse. So this verse is John 16, chapter 1, or verse 1. And basically what's coming up before this, preceding this, is Jesus talking about, you know, I'm the vine and the branches. And he says, you know, the world will hate you. Trouble will come your way. All these things are going to happen. You got to remain in me. And then he gets to chapter 16, verse 1, where he says, I have told you these things so that you won't abandon your faith. And I think that's important because Jesus knew that we're going to come across some really rough times. Jesus knew that we're going to have trials and this type of thing would happen in the world where we're just feeling completely isolated and alone and like the world is ending and where is God in all of this and we don't know. And Jesus is like, you know what? I've told you all this so that you're prepared for it because these things will happen. And I've told you this so you won't abandon your faith. Just know that your God is with you guys. You're all made for a purpose. You know, and that purpose is getting to know God. That is our purpose on this earth, is finding God and then sharing that with others. But don't leave your faith. Don't think that God doesn't care when things like this happen. Don't think that if God was big enough, he wouldn't let this happen. That's not the way God works. You know, hopefully you can strengthen your faith in this and knowing that there's a God that will stay with you through all of this, and that you look and you see all of the Christians that are rising up and supporting and helping. And that to me is what encourages me, is when I see trial and pain and death and persecution, I see Christians rising up. And when I look around the world right now, I see Christians rising up because they are called to, and because that's what God has said our purpose is sharing his love and sharing his message, and be encouraged by that. Look for the helpers, look for the people that are out there doing amazing work. And it's hopefully that encourages you. But we love you guys. We always have fun doing this. And hopefully, I think this is now going to be a weekly thing, Sam, Davey, right? Every Thursday at 4 p.m.
I think so.
We might try to bring in some other panelists, maybe a fourth panelist, or just rotate through the three of us. I don't know how that's going to work, but we have a great time here. I do have one more video. Again, I love Dude Perfect stuff, and this isn't exactly Dude Perfect, but it's just one guy still just nailing stuff. And show it real quick. A pancake on a plate. That one's awesome, like the disc in the system, and the toaster waffle, and yeah, the Corona bottle to end it. That's good. But I love stuff like that. So okay, so that's my challenge to you guys. I want to see some Dude Perfect stuff. I want to see you guys nailing some Dude Perfect stuff in your homes. I will try the same thing. I've got actually one that I want to try with my daughter. This was a TikTok video we found where a guy starts out flat on the ground and there's a girl on his back, and to the beat of a song, he goes to his knees and then a little higher up on his knees and then to his feet. And then finally he stands up and she jumps onto his shoulder. So she's kind of hopping each way to help him get up. So the one that I'm going to try with my daughter is I'm going to try that. We've got it to where I'm standing up. We haven't got her onto my shoulders yet. And so that's going to be my goal to bring a video next week.
Nice.
You guys should try with your kids. I think they're lighter, at least. They'll, you know, I don't know if they're walking yet.
Less balance.
But yeah, and anything else you guys want to close on though?
No, just
I think
just
you
a
covered it.
reminder to be creative as well.
Youth Remixed, and send all of your cool stuff there. We'd love to see anything you guys are doing that's creative and awesome, and videos that you think you're a better renegadeist than Davey. I would love to post anything you guys put
definitely are.
up against Davey, and we'll play that next week, or I'll just put that one even just as a standalone on our channel. But yeah, you guys have been awesome though, and I think we should end the same way we started, which is just eyeballs. So we're gonna get in there and then. All right, guys, we love you. You guys, bye. I gotta find my cursor so I can hit stop streaming. All right, there we go.